If I don't have a phone,
If I don't get to school,
I would feel annoyed.
lie on the floor, cry.
I'll feel very restless, like, what's there to do?
With your phone, it's definitely more interesting.
It's more fun, obviously.
I just want to watch Netflix.
Playing video games.
Go on social media.
Listening to music.
Kind of a way for me to relax.
Wow, if I don't have my phone, I'm gonna die.
I'd rather have a phone than have a girlfriend. Girlfriend leaves you, your phone don't.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Is my phone really the problem or am I the problem?
It's hard to break out of a routine that you've been in for years.
My phone has everything that I need to survive in this world.
I feel like I can't reduce my screen time unless someone forces me to do it because I have no sense of self-control, that I will admit.
Hi, Jermaine.
Why you get Nokia?
Oh my god!
So for the next 10 days, this phone will be your phone.
Legit?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you have to keep pressing until you get the album.
This is the most useless thing ever. How am I meant to read this? The screen is so small.
Excessive screen time usage leads to cognitive as well as visual overstimulation.
We are planning to run cognitive tests before the detox and after the detox. Better performance on these are correlated with better outcomes on school performance, future job success.
The beep was very long, so I was losing my concentration at some point.
My brain was like mixing up stuff.
Will this detox change something?
OK，来吃饭吧。
吃饭。
How's your screen time been? Every now and then, we will call up the kids, just do a random check to see how much time they've been spending using their handphones and what are the contents that they're looking at. It's like a regular health check, I would say. Yeah?
Yesterday, with an average of 7 hours and 21 minutes, I had an average of 2 hours and 58 minutes on Telegram and 2 hours and 54 minutes on YouTube.
Wow.
With another 20 minutes on Spotify. I don't use Instagram or TikTok, but YouTube wastes a lot of time as well.
Consistently, Telegram is...
Yeah, my most used.
Because
all my chats are on Telegram now.
At the computer timing, that would be another 6 hours.
I barely even use the computer to do anything though.
Your gaming is...
I rarely play games. Phone and my computer are also used for work, so...
But these last few days you did, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been observing.
Okay.
Yeah. It seems like every time I'm home, I see you gaming.
Yeah, it's always like that, right? The whole of this year was supposed to be his preparation year for O-levels. But the hours that you've just heard is not something that I think I would approve of, especially when you're nearing exam period, right? So we had conversations about whether you should be doing this. He will also explain to me that, Mom, you know, after studying, I need extra time to rest as well, right?
I feel that I have my studies under control, so even if I do take a little bit of gaming time in the afternoon, I still will be able to produce good results for my exams in the end.
Jairus is quite an introvert.
We have to do a lot more work to get him to talk about what's happening in his day. He would tell us, I'm a homeschooled child. I don't have things to talk to you about, you know, that happened in school.
His most excitable time would be the time when he's on his computer. I do understand because it is fun and also it's his way of socializing with his friends. But the problem is, once he gets onto the game, he don't seem to be able to stop. Because he says, I can't just stop the game like that. All my friends are there. In front of us, he's usually, so how's your day, Jairus? Yeah, fine, good. You know, single word answers. But when he's on the game, he's come alive, you know? So that kind of like got us worried because you can't interact with a real human being in front of you, but then behind the screen, you are totally different.
Hey, guess what's my average? Tuesday I spent 6 hours 46, 4 hours on TikTok.
4 hours on TikTok.
And another hour 30 on Instagram.
Hour 30 on Instagram, 21 minutes on WhatsApp, 12 minutes on calculator. See, I'm studying. 12 minutes on calculator.
4 hours.
No, because most of it I'm using my brain. Because I got such a big brain.
After you've used 4 hours, you don't have much brain power left already. Or you don't have much time left on homework.
No, but I'd say my phone is pretty important to me. Sometimes my brain's just so trapped into the social media life. I just keep on scrolling and I can't stop. Yeah, watch this, watch this. It's gonna hit this section. Look at that. He's a Brazilian surfer.
So Wei is our third child. Apart from doing his homework, then the rest of the time he'll be on his social media. And I think in terms of screen time, it's not just about governing how much time they're using their devices, but also the content, what they're watching and things like that. So that's equally important. As you can see, all our computers is in the living room. Right. From day one, this is our rule because it's very important we can monitor our kids' content, what they're watching, what they're doing.
So at least they know that they have to be accountable for how they use their time. At least in front of us. We have certain rules at home that we get our children to abide by. So things like, when we eat together, we would like you to not have your handphones with you. Sometimes we will find them using their handphones in their own rooms, and then we'll just gently remind them to come out.
Yeah. And there's also one thing that I do not like, that they bring their handphones into the toilet. Sometimes I'll scream. I will really scream. Nobody knows what they're watching. In the car also, as when we're traveling, because that's the only time we can have captive audience. We want to communicate with them, we want to chit-chat with them, talk about whatever that's happening in their life, right? Instead of them texting away, talking to their friends. When I'm there, I'm driving you, hey, come on, hello, I'm not your chauffeur, no? On weekdays, they should end not later than 10 o'clock. And then over the weekends, they can go all the way up to 12 midnight. But they try to push that. So there were times when we really lost it.
This is Jairus. I felt that it was an outright defiance, going beyond what he should be doing, because I actually woke up that night and I saw him still on the computer at like 2 a.m.
Wow, we're talking about that? Well, so I think on that night, my mom was just really tired. So instead of deciding to talk to me like a normal person would, she just decided to take out the LAN cable. So I mean, that made me feel very disrespected.
He will explain himself to say that, I can manage my time, I can still get my work done and all that, so you don't have to worry about what time I sleep, I can take care of myself. But, obviously that is not acceptable.
Yeah. Now, we've tried many kinds of methods, even trying to lock the Wi-Fi.
So I even called up the service provider to find out from them whether, you have this service whereby you allow us a key to lock out that service from a certain time onwards. And say, I'm sorry.
They don't have such things.
Yeah, we provide 24-hour service. I said, I don't want 24-hour service.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we had quite a few conflicts when it comes to phone usage and computer time management.
The no phones in the room, it's a little bit unreasonable because I do want to use my phone on my bed when I'm just lying down and chilling. But since my dad asked me to come out where there's a noisy environment, I think it's a little bit annoying sometimes.
For me, it was more computer gaming because I'm the biggest gamer in the family. If I went over my gaming time, they would be quite upset with me. Well, sometimes I'll give myself excuses like I'm just taking a break.
Jairus is watching his video at fast speed.
Hey, so Jai, I noticed that you were watching your course video on 2x speed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but why?
it's faster. I can get my homework done faster.
The whole idea is, you want to make sure that you're able to retain all the information that, is presented to you, right?
Yeah.
And then with 2x speed, I think your brain working at that kind of speed, doesn't it short circuit or something?
No, it's fine.
So where are you off to now?
Playing games at times 2 speed.
Okay, sure. Then that means to say you only have 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
usually your timing is half an hour, right?
What, timing is half an hour?
So when we ask you to stop, you can stop, right?
No.
Well, to be honest, I do feel shy about sharing these things and facing this problem, but it's a new terrain that we are in, you know.
I think a lot of parents are in, and the phone gets smarter and smarter, and they can use it for everything, right?
And we feel like we're getting more and more foolish, trying to.
Yeah,
Control.
and then the power struggle comes in, you know, the conflict starts coming in. You know, we find the relationship strained.
Yeah, so if there's a course that's available for us to go and take up to learn about how to manage this better, I would really sign up for it. Yeah.
Do you know what you'll be doing for 10 days?
Yeah, I know that like I'm not gonna have my phone. Yeah, but that's it.
So why were you willing to take part in this experiment?
Because my parents asked me to.
We were quite surprised that they are willing to come along with us.
But I think it might be difficult for them to adjust to the new norm, yeah?
Studies have shown that with excessive screen time, you can get a lot of cognitive overstimulation, visual overstimulation as well, that can lead to difficulty falling asleep.
There has been quite a lot of research interest on the younger population, so toddlers, but there's very little research to have any kind of conclusive evidence or even any indications of what these effects might be on populations that are a little bit older.
Teen average screen time.
Wow. Wow. Ooh.
Hours?
8 hours and 21 minutes.
daily. Wow.
Daily. That's a lot. 8 hours daily. It's like almost taking up a full-time job.
It's 1/3 of your life every day.
I would assume that they would have much more work that would keep them away from the screen. But despite schoolwork and attending school, yet they could achieve these hours. It's quite surprising. What's this?
Think about their screen time.
Just the right amount. 64%
Wow,
of the
okay.
people actually felt that this is just
Too
the right
much,
amount
okay.
of time.
So a huge majority of them thinks that, you know,
It's
what they're
actually
doing,
okay.
that 8 hours is fine. What this is telling us is that about 52% of parents feel that 8 hours is just the right amount. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Then we are too strict.
Maybe? Are we?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, but then again, 41.5%,
It's almost
which
the same.
is where we are,
Yep.
feels that there's too much time.
For our case, we do know that our kids are not using the devices to aid in their schoolwork. Majority of that time is used on play and social media, which is not healthy. For us, I'm still standing on that 41% and say this is too much. What is this?
One in two
in
teens.
2 teens argue with parents about screen time. Well, okay. Okay. Feel parents too controlling about their phone use. Yeah. 1 in 2 teens hide phone use to avoid conflict. Yeah. I will not be surprised if they try to hide from us.
So Wei,
Yeah.
when it comes
And there has been arguments between us.
So like for Wei, when I walk into a room and he's there scrolling, he will do this, pretending to be sleeping. So that's his way of avoiding conflict. Okay, if she doesn't catch me that I'm I'm just pretending, then she will really think that I'm sleeping. So for them, they might feel that there's really nothing wrong, especially when all their peers are doing it. But then we do feel that we don't come from an era like that.
Nokia phones.
Yeah.
This is what we started off with. Yeah. And this is in our early 20s.
I think so, yeah.
We could memorize at least 20 numbers. Yeah, easy. My best friend's numbers, his home number. Your memory is so much better.
It's a lost skill now.
Yeah. Back then, our phone was just basic. It's really just to contact another person, that's it. But now, phones are like mini computers.
Express themselves through a phone. So this one becomes part of you, part of your identity.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so hard for them to put it away.
Detach.
We're putting out a call to action for other teens to join Jairus and Wei in the 10-day experiment. They will swap their smartphones for a brick phone.
Okay.
Okay?
How do you think Jairus and Wei will do?
I think they will definitely struggle with the phone.
Yep.
Yeah, bringing them back to prehistoric time. Yeah, dinosaur.
They will have an issue. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll use this as a hammer.
If you're like me and get alarming notifs like this, we're looking for teens to go on a 2-week experiment to reduce screen time as part of a CNE series.
So one day I was scrolling through TikTok and then CNA's video came up. I chose to sign up because I hope to cut my screen time by half. Hi, I'm Jermaine. My screen time is about 8 hours a day. My world revolves around my phone. From the moment I wake up, I'm just on my phone. Without it, I don't know what I'm going to do. When I'm walking back home, I'll just scroll through Instagram. You can see other people's lives, which are way more fun than yours. When I eat, I usually scroll through TikTok. I'm home alone 3 days a week. When I'm alone, my phone is like my companion. It spends time with me and keeps me entertained. To me, homework is not fun, but my phone is fun. I spend a lot of time with my phone, so I consider it as a friend. Me using my phone for too many hours has resulted in my neck hurting because I'm continuously looking down at my phone.
How much I spent and how long the receipt is. We might break a world record.
Scrolling through my phone with it very near my eyes for long periods of time make my eyesight and my lazy eye even worse.
When I play football, it's more like an escape for me from reality, honestly. It's where I really play my heart out. These 2 to 3 hours are the only time in the week I don't think of my phone. My name is Ellie. My screen time is around 10 to 15 hours a day. Messaging friends can go to 2 hours or more. Watching TikTok, you can unconsciously scroll without realizing that can be around 3 hours. Then playing games with friends, watch Netflix. Netflix shows can be around a whole season. Yesterday, I just finished a whole season. 8 episodes of 45 minutes, so from 11 AM all the way to 5, I was just watching shows. Yeah. The worst part is that nowadays I cannot fall asleep without Netflix. I feel the urge to check my phone all the time. When I see a black screen on my phone, I really cannot stand it. I will just turn it on YouTube, on Netflix, on Spotify even, yeah. I cannot live without my phone. Even I go toilet to do my business, I will always take out, watch TikTok.
When I make timetables, I would feel very motivated to complete the schedule. but I always have my phone near me. If it's in my line of sight, I will get distracted and I would use it more. When I use my phone, it's 4:15, and then when I look up from my screen and check the clock, it's 6:30. It's quite hard to stop using my phone completely unless I'm forced to stop. At the end of the day, I would realize, hey, I actually didn't do my timetable at all. That's so sad. My name is Farah. I am 14 years old, and for my screen time, it's 9 to 10 hours. I will admit, I am quite addicted to my phone. At home, it's not likely I will put my phone to the side. It's not like anyone's going to watch me. It kind of affects me mentally because it will affect my confidence in doing things. A lot of my friends have a lot of faith in me. They say, oh, Farah, can you do this? I will always reply, I don't think I can do it. You can ask someone else. Because I will know of my procrastination will catch up to me more than I would expect.
There's 15 people in the back sorting.
I have 4 devices in total.
I have 2 devices.
So yeah, this is my phone, iPhone 15 Plus.
My watch, I'll read messages and reply to my messages through it in school.
One is my iPhone, which is my personal device, and my PLD, which is my school device.
My iPad, I don't use it that often. I use it to draw. My PLD, I do most of my schoolwork. I don't really use it that often too, as there's many restrictions.
Now that exams are over, I use my PLD for entertainment. Like some games, it's better to play on the iPad than my phone. That's why I download it here.
My phone is the thing I use most. I basically do everything on it.
I don't use a lot of hours on my PLD as compared to my smartphone. So this thing is so big, it's huge compared to my personal device. It's small, you can bring it everywhere with you, in your pocket, bag.
Oh, my phone is my baby, my number 1 baby. Better than a girlfriend. Yes.
My phone is really important to me.
I use it for entertainment, social media, connecting with my friends, teachers, and doing schoolwork on my phone as well.
Through WhatsApp, the teachers tell us, oh, bring this to school today.
On a normal day, go to school, come back, shower, play my phone, that's for sure.
It's like an all-in-one kind of thing.
However, my phone is also a distraction because there's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, which makes me spend a ton of time on my phone.
I would download a bunch of games and I would play them. I spend a long amount of time on games.
So my grade used to be very good. Now it dropped to a very bad grade. Because really I don't focus so much on my study and now on my phone.
I just want to say thank you to all you guys. You stayed at home.
I want to reduce my screen time, at least reduce half of it so that I can focus more on my studies. I want to be a social worker in the future, so I need to do very well in my studies.
I really want to start sticking to my schedules more. I want to start actually taking them more seriously.
I rather spend more time doing my hobbies.
This thing is a devil. So you know the song Me and the Devil? Yes, me and the devil walking side by side.
Do you know what the experiment is about?
No.
I don't know.
I think I have an idea of what the experiment is about because you kept asking this certain question what would you do if you didn't have your phone for 10 days?
Okay, boys, come. It's surrender time.
The moment we've all been waiting for. At least I've been waiting for.
Yep, come. So we're gonna put your devices in here.
Thank you.
Any last words?
You're gonna get them back, okay? You're gonna get them back, don't worry. Okay, let's put it on. You will help me lock it. Please make sure you lock it. Yes, okay, good.
And this will go into the drain, right?
I wish. Okay, the rules of this experiment goes like this. For the next 10 days, you'll be using the brick phone instead of the smartphone. Okay? Brick phones. Other electronic devices will be locked inside this box, and your parents will be the guardians of the key, and the box will not be unlocked without the permission from the production crew. All right? Are you familiar with what brick phone is?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
No.
Okay.
There you go. This is your brick phone.
Oh my god, you have to keep pressing until you get the output.
This is the most useless thing ever.
There you go. This is your brick phone.
This was what they were using primitive phones.
The battery comes separate from the phone.
That's a good observation.
Yep. So you put in the battery, so you can just turn it on, which is the power.
I'm guessing this one's the power key.
Think primitive. Okay, I got it. This is the power key.
Oh.
You're not supposed to tell.
Am I not supposed to?
Yeah, you're supposed to figure.
Okay. This will take forever if I don't help.
That's true.
Don't worry, they can fast forward. Yay! That is primitive, confirmed. Just proven yourself primitive.
I'm from that generation. Right?
Yeah, you're fluent in hieroglyphs. Oh my god, this is the one where you have to keep pressing until you get the output.
So if you want like B, A, B, C, right? So B is your press twice for B.
Yeah, you press 1 2 times.
So it'll probably take you like 15 minutes to send out one text. Can you imagine? Yeah. Imagine last time, right? We sent texts and we spent a lot of time.
Yeah, see, you spend time on handphone then.
Yeah.
We do, but then we don't spend that amount of time. That much.
This is the most useless thing ever. How am I meant to read this? The screen is so small.
Do you miss your phone already?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You do, right? You have access to your computer. Are you going to go on a computer to surf internet, play games, and go onto social media?
No, I promise I won't do that.
So the only purpose of you going on to the computer is for the purpose of studying.
Okay.
So you have to promise, huh?
Also, for the purpose of the experiment, can I also suggest I can turn the CCTV around and point it at his computer? Okay?
Okay.
So Wei,
What about you, Wei?
you're in school?
You gonna borrow a friend's phone?
Really, for you, it's really cold turkey, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, totally. You think you can?
Easy.
Easy, huh? Oh, really?
I don't think it'll be much of a challenge for me because I wouldn't really say that I depend on my phone a lot, but I think it'll just be different.
Our mom has previously asked us to do a dopamine detox where she'd take away our phones so that we wouldn't have our phones for a month at a time even. I thought it was very drastic. I think with my willing participation this time, it will be slightly more tolerable.
All right. So we are all agreeable. So good luck for the next 10 days for the experiment.
Why are you looking so dejected?
And he's very gloomy. Is it?
You can survive it, I'm sure.
Hi, Jermaine.
Why get Nokia?
Oh my god. So for the next 10 days, this phone will be your phone.
Legit?
Yeah.
I kind of expected something to like limit my screen time, but not this.
And your smartphone will be in this box, locked up.
That's crazy.
Ayo, this is not fair. I love my phone, man. I don't think you should take it.
You see, you need to cut your screen time.
How am I going to use this? How am I going to use this? How am I going to video call my friend? How am I going to know if there's food? How?
Now you can do the unboxing. It's very old-fashioned.
If it works, I'm gonna be so surprised because it's so old.
Ayo, how do I open it? See, even the box not cooperating with me today. Small. Look at the size.
The cable, where do you check? Oh, the bottom.
There's something else in the box. What it is?
I don't know what this is. I think it's the battery.
How do you switch this on?
How do I switch this on? How do grandmothers use this?
Hello, can you come to life? But actually, I don't know how to on.
Press and hold one button. Then hidden button. Oh, I got it! Okay.
I thought I would never hear this ringtone again.
Does it have WhatsApp?
There's no more WhatsApp and Telegram. How am I gonna contact my friends?
There's SMS and you can still call your friends.
But football updates are on WhatsApp.
Call your coach.
Wow, you really have an answer for everything.
This phone is so loud. It's gonna be so embarrassing using this in public.
I don't think I can survive on this for 10 days.
But I can do a new experiment with this phone. They say Nokia survive very well if you fall down.
I mean, if you spoil it, that means you have no phone.
Okay, I won't do it. Okay, it's okay. I won't do it. I won't do it. Trust.
During the teenage years, the brain is still developing, so excessive screen time usage leads to cognitive as well as visual overstimulation that makes it difficult for someone to fall asleep. This affects their cognitive processes the next day, for example, decision-making processes and attention, and this can have other effects on their daily lives such as their schoolwork.
So there are certain cognitive tests that we are planning to run with the teens to see how they do before the detox and after the detox. The different tests that we have, they actually are different aspects of cognition. So we're going to start with a reading task, and what I need you to do is to read through this passage and try to remember as much detail as possible.
We'll ask them to read a passage and we'll look at their brain activity while they're reading the passage, and that will tell us how much they're processing the new information provided to them.
Actually, the test is not that hard because I'm very used to remembering stuff.
The memorizing of the passage was definitely the hardest part for me.
It was a little bit hard to remember every single detail.
We are going to try something else. What you're going to do is to count some beeping tones. In the tone counting test 1, we are looking at how well participant is able to inhibit irrelevant information and to focus on what's relevant.
You can think of it as a teen who wants to focus on maybe writing an essay, but the phone starts to ping. And so how well can that person not focus on irrelevant information and continue to focus on the task at hand?
And in tone counting test 2, sometimes they need to count upwards, sometimes they need to count downwards. Task switching, it's important because there are many tasks that the student needs to do in school. They might need to switch from needing to maybe think about science, for example, to thinking about something more abstract like literature or languages.
The tone counting test is so annoying. The beep, beep, beep was very long, so I was losing my concentration at some point. I don't know why today I feel very tired. I think the weather very nice to sleep today.
I felt that closing my eyes helped me a little bit because I could concentrate on the sounds instead of everything else that was going on around me. 10.
4. 5. I think I'm gonna fail that one because I cannot count.
What I need you to do is to name the color that the word is printed in and not to say the word. The other test that we're going to do is the Stroop test. The tendency is to go back and read the word rather than name the color of the ink. So this test actually gives you an indication of how well the participant is able to inhibit something that's automatic and practice and to do something different. Better performance on these are correlated with like better outcomes on like school performance, future job success.
Green, yellow, blue, red, yes. Orange, yes. Pink, green, brown, black,
yep.
Orange, brown, yellow. I got confused and only did like less than half of the entire paper.
Grey, yellow, blue, red, orange, pink, green. I found that test one of the hardest because like I was trying to read it, but then like see the color. My brain was like mixing up stuff. Grey, red, green, brown, pink, black, orange. That made my brain a little bit stressed.
So the last thing I need you to do is, you remember the passage that you were asked to remember at the beginning of the session. So I need you to try to recall as much as possible from that passage.
Gerald, who is an aspiring chef.
The meal he prepared was truffle ravioli. No, not ravioli.
He cooked truffle risotto, beef Wellington, and chocolate lava cake.
The truffle risotto had a unique texture, which is like, I assume that it's not nice.
Lava cake, I think it was flattened when it was on a plate. It looked sad.
Any other details that you might remember?
I don't remember.
No, that's it.
I'm pretty bad at remembering things.
Do you spend a lot of time on your screen, and does that kind of affect your sleep?
My screen time definitely pushes back my bedtime.
I'm getting about 6 hours of sleep a day.
I sleep around 5 to 6 hours.
My phone is very entertaining and I'll just keep watching it even when I feel like it's time to sleep.
So you feel like you should be sleeping more,
Yep.
but you can't.
Yep.
I think I'll do pretty much the same after the 10 days.
In my opinion, I think my phone usage isn't that great, so I don't think that there'd be a drastic difference, if any at all.
I feel kind of nervous. I started to think all the possible things I could do without my electronic devices.
I don't know what is going to happen and I just hope that it's not going to be a very boring 10 days.
I feel like I'm going to do quite well. It's a new challenge for me. I can do it.
My school is here. My house is all the way here. But it doesn't stop here. I need to take bus here. And my train is here. Okay, let's go in. So the journey is actually quite far. I find the journey very boring. And usually when I have my phone, I always entertain myself with TikTok, Spotify, or YouTube. But now I don't have phone, so guess what I use it for? Snake!
Would you rather scroll TikTok or would you rather play Snake?
Scroll TikTok, please.
This phone is so small. And then, last time got the space bar, but now don't have. I don't know how to put the space. Even my mother just now when I messaged, right? Then she said, I don't understand what you're saying.
Hello? Hello? Hello, 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 hello? Hello? Eh? I can't see. Hello? I'm confused whose number is who now. I never see.
Texting takes so much longer because to get a singular letter, you have to press the number 3 times, and there isn't even a thread to look back on. Brick phones don't have autocorrect. Sometimes when I'm writing especially long words, autocorrect definitely helps me. And without that, sometimes I'll type words wrong and get made fun of. Emojis really limit my expression now that I don't have them. So it's really limited to bracket, semicolon. Definitely it's easier to call on a brick phone. I have to write their numbers out on a piece of paper because I can't remember them. And I also couldn't figure out how to save their numbers onto a SIM card and bring it into this phone. He hung up on me. He hung up on me. Not everyone wants to call. I wouldn't be able to arrange hangouts as much. When I had my smartphone, I wouldn't call them at all. I think I reach out to my friends much less now that I'm on my brick phone, since texting is so difficult and calling is also really awkward sometimes. It just drains me to even talk to my friends now.
I want to meet my friends during these 10 days. Now that I don't have my smartphone, I have to figure out how to call them on my brick phone. I asked my mom to unlock the box for a while so I can write their numbers down. Hi Shanice. I'm Jermaine. I was surprised that she answered. She didn't know who I was because she didn't save my number. We usually text each other on Telegram and we don't need the phone number for Telegram. It was a bit awkward. Friday, you wanna go out? Go cafe eat? Okay.
Oh my god, I wanna smash this phone. Texting on this is so troublesome. I have to press certain buttons like few times, just press the different letters. And I was really cranky today. I did think about cheating like one time, but I knew that wasn't possible because, you know, my parents had the key and my parents are home. So that wouldn't be possible. Day 2, I think I'm going strong. I got this. I got this.
One app that I miss the most, definitely Spotify. I cannot live without music and it has been utter hell these past 2 days without music. It's hard because I used to study with music and now I just can't. During my breaks, now with our smartphone, instead of scrolling on YouTube, I just listen to like FM radio, but the radio station just buffers too much. Moving it and tilting it helps a little bit. But if there's too much static sounds, it will not give me a proper sound quality. Like wake me up or something like that, but don't kick me. Most families aren't violent. Okay, wait, you're done.
Joy.
Yeah?
Tetris?
I'm already playing.
The competition that I have with my brother actually just started with me seeing that we are both super engrossed with the games that we have, and I was just like, yo, do you want to make this a competition? Whoever wins, just wins. Yeah. So I want to dominate, obviously, because I'm better.
Joy, what's your score?
2,600. And what's yours?
Yeah, I messed up.
Wei is currently leading in Snake, and I'm leading in Tetris. Tetris is surprisingly more fun than I thought. I understand why so many people play it now and why it's stuck around for so long.
In those gaps between my days that are just 5 to 10 minutes, I usually just sit on the couch, play some Tetris. This experiment is gonna make me play more games than I already do. I don't even have games on my phone.
I found the boys playing Tetris quite a bit. Yeah, they seem to have found a new addiction. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, is it a case of out of the frying pan into the fire?
So even though it's just a brick phone, they somehow managed to find some ways into getting themselves connected to the phone again.
There's so many hours in a day. I do so much already. Now, still have so much time. How am I gonna fill that up?
I decided to come down to the beach and have a surf session. I didn't get to check the tide or the weather because this Nokia really does not do much. Oh my god, there's nothing.
I don't know what day it is already, I can't keep track.
So tired, I miss my phone. Every time I walk out of the house, I see my phone in a box, helplessly there.
We have a CCTV at home, so I did actually check on the footages. Hey, what happened? Inside the box is one phone less.